necessities are simple. Every problem can be handled in simple. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. 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 Yashodanandana Rajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह स्वामी प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, वृंदावन 6 गोस्वामी की जय, श्री ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़ गुरु परंपरा संप्रदाय की जय, एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की जय, ऑल assembled devotees की जय, ताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपः कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण Prema Pradayate
Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Krishe Namaha
Namine Gaura Krishe Namaha
Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya
Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya
Gau Brahmana Hitaya Cha
Gau Brahmana Hitaya Cha
Jagadhitaya Krishnaya
Jagadhitaya Krishnaya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Swami Niti Namine
Swami Niti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Deve
Namaste Saraswati Deve
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Pasyatya Deshatarine
Pasyatya Deshatarine
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Nukum karoti vachalam pangum langayate kirmyatkripahtamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Apavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sahabhyabhyantaram Suche Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji, thank you for coming. Text 20, 18th chapter, text 20. Sarvabhuteshu yenekam bhavam avyayam ikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tat jnanam vidhi sattvikam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please repeat after me. That knowledge by which one undivided spiritual nature is seen in all living entities, though they are divided into innumerable forms, you should understand to be in the mode of goodness. So in the previous shloka, Lord Krishna is saying, according to the three modes of material nature, there are three kinds of knowledge, action, and performer of action. Now hear of them from me. So three things Lord Krishna is trying to explain now, right? One is knowledge, performer of action, and action itself. All these three things can be divided in three ways, three kinds of people, right? You may say knowledge is all good only, right? What is wrong with the knowledge? Well, knowledge to make a time bomb is it a good knowledge or a bad knowledge? It's a bad knowledge. It's a knowledge that will not benefit everybody. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vedavyas explains what is knowledge. He says that which removes you from illusion and tells you about the highest truth for the benefit of all is knowledge. Vastavam, forgot the exact Sanskrit words. So basically, three things are to be qualified to call anything as knowledge. It's very important because knowledge is now being given everywhere. Problem with internet and social media is knowledge is everywhere, and anything is being tagged as knowledge. It's a big problem because anything is not knowledge. It has to have three qualifications: that which removes you from the illusion, number one; number two, that which removes you from illusion, that is that introduces you to the absolute truth, and third, that is for the benefit of all. Only when these three things are qualified, you can call it as knowledge. Otherwise, that knowledge can be damaging. Knowledge in itself is very dangerous if it is not given to the right person, by the right person, by the right person at the right time, for the right purpose. Otherwise, it can be very damaging. Right? Now, it has to remove you from illusion. After reading Bhagavad Gita, your illusion should be removed. That I am not this body. I am the soul. That knowledge should come. That means it has removed you from illusion. This material world is temporary. Everything is here is real only, but it's temporary. It's not illusion. It is true. It is true. I can touch the wall. It is true. It's not like wall doesn't exist. So it removes you from illusion. Second is what? It introduces you to the absolute truth. Absolute truth means a truth that doesn't change. In 1920, the same truth was there. 2024 also same truth is there. And 2440 also same truth will be there. It will not change. With the changing of time, it doesn't change. Truth remains truth. That is called absolute truth. That knowledge should introduce you to the absolute truth. Then only it's knowledge. Absolute truth is Krishna is the supreme personality of God. It is the source of everything. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Kara Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. He is the oldest. He is the source. He is the basis on which everything is standing. Yasmin idam yenascha idam yena idam na ena idam yo idam swayam tasmat parasmat tapcha paras. So in this shloka, I'm forgetting the last line. Tasmat parasmat cha paras. What is it? Swayam bhuvam. Tam prapadye swayam bhuvam. Here Brahma is telling to, Krishna is explaining that everything is standing on him. Everything. There is nothing in the whole universe which is not coming out of him. He is the source of everything. Right? And everything he is the basis. All the planets are floating with his energy. He is the one who is floating everything. At the same time, Tasmat Parasmat Chaparas. He is completely indifferent from the cause and effects of this world. He is not the cause and he will not take the effect also. He is completely renounced from this world. Right? To that Supreme Lord, Tam Prapadye Swayambhuva. The one Swayambhuva, the one who is completely satisfied by himself. To that Supreme Lord, I am paying obeisances. Right? Who is telling this? Gajendra is telling to the Supreme Lord. Actually, Gajendra prayer starts with this shloka. Right? So that is called introducing to the absolute truth. Introducing to absolute truth means to know who is the supreme. Problem is these days, so many people are introducing themselves as the supreme. People are declaring anybody as God. Somebody is saying, I am God, or I'll become God in some time. Right? Yesterday we were discussing Samudra Manthan Leela. Right? And Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, very senior devotee, came and he explained. Beautiful point he made is that the mountain that was supposed to be used for the Manthan, what mountain is it? Meru mountain. Nobody was able to lift that mountain. Both Suras and Asuras, both Devatas and Rakshasas, they could not lift that mountain. It has to be lifted to churn, right? It can't. Lord Vishnu just lifted it and kept it on Garuda. And he also sat on Garuda. Garuda is lifting both mountain also and Vishnu also. Right? Because that is the power of Garuda. And then finally he keeps it on the ocean and Vasuki, the snake, is tied to it and it's being pulled both the way, but it's going down. So to lift it comes, Kurma. Supreme Lord takes the form of Kurma. He comes from below and he lifts that mountain and says, now we can chant. Now we can chant. So if anybody is claiming himself as God, keep a mountain on his back, right? Or tie with him with a snake and let the snake be churned here and there. Then let us see that fellow will tell he's God or not, right? It is so funny to declare somebody as God. I am God, he is God, he is God. It's ridiculous actually. Who can be God? God is somebody, the source of everything. Aham sarvabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samandita. The one who understands me, that I am the source of both material and spiritual worlds, will surrender unto me. That is called absolute truth. Absolute truth knowledge. So that kind of knowledge all of you are receiving for almost 1+ years now, and we are in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which means you have received the absolute truth. Rojis, you have received the right knowledge in the life. Before you die, you have received the right knowledge. Ho gaya, pratham, kaam ho gaya. Right? And third one is very important. What is the first one to be qualified as knowledge? That which removes you from illusion. It doesn't add you into illusion. It removes you from illusion. Tells you the truth. Tells you the absolute truth. Right? There is no truth higher than that. Matta paratanamanya kinchidasti dhananjaya. There's nothing equal to me, nothing higher than me. Everything rests upon me, Krishna says. Right? So, third one is it should be for the benefit of all. Then only it's knowledge. How can we say which knowledge is for benefit of all? Is chemistry for the benefit of all? Supposed to be. Right? But now it is being used to create fertilizers which are harming people. They're mixing chemicals. Right? Chemical bombs are being prepared. Necessarily the knowledge might be good, but it may not be used for the benefit of all. Right? Sometimes knowledge itself is not bad, but when it's not used for the benefit of all, then knowledge itself becomes bad. So responsibility comes along with knowledge. Along with power comes responsibility. Along with knowledge also comes responsibility. So the knowledge can be declared is for the benefit of all only when it is given by the right person to the right person for the right purpose. Then only it is knowledge. And Bhagavad Gita is for the benefit of all. Tell me one verse in Bhagavad Gita which says, if you don't believe in Krishna, uska saruda do. Have you seen any verse like that? You know the beauty of Vedic scriptures? You can open any Vedic scripture and read it in an assembly of any number of people. Without any hesitation, you can read any Vedic scripture. And the sar of entire Vedas is Bhagavad Gita. But can you read Quran like that? Can you read Bible like that? Cannot. They also have something very nice in them. But there are some sections which people will stand up and, hey, what are you speaking? If I don't believe him, you want to kill me or what? You're kafir. You're non-believers. You'll burn in hell. That kind of language is never used in Vedic scriptures. Cannot be. It's for the benefit of all. All living entities. What to speak of all human beings? So we should be proud of what we have. We are not saying there are other scriptures which are bad. But is everything in it for the benefit of all? Is everybody being given an opportunity to lead a life, to believe in what they want to believe? No. You don't believe my way or highway. That's it. Right? You believe in it or you don't have a right to exist. My God. That is what creates problem in the world. That is why when Bharat becomes the world leader, there won't be wars. There will be more harmony. Right? Some other country is the world leader now. What is it doing? Supplying arms and ammunition and creating wars all over the world. Because for them it is a business. But when Bharat becomes the Vishwaguru or the world superpower, then our power will be in compassion. Our power will be in empathy and sympathy. Pandita Samadarshinaha. That is knowledge in the mode of goodness, which is what Bharat will give to the whole world. I'm not just saying because I'm a Bharatiya. I'm saying because that is the truth. That is the truth. Right? We always invited everybody into our country saying, please come. Have a peaceful life. Understand another definition of God. Atiti Devo Bhava. We treat anybody coming to our home as a guest of God. Actually, that's a wrong interpretation. We treat them as God. We treat them as a guest of God. God is sending somebody to my house. So I should take care of him like God. Not that he is God. Understand the difference? So here Lord Krishna is explaining what is the nature of the knowledge in mode of goodness, where you see everybody with the meaning what? You see the soul in everybody, not just the body. What to speak of human beings, you see even animals, birds, flies, mosquito also with the same vision. That this fellow is also having a soul. This fellow is the soul and is part of Krishna. I'll unnecessarily not kill anybody. There are too many mosquitoes in a place, just get up and go from there. By just doing that, you don't have to do any violence. But if the mosquitoes are troubling you, then you can kill them. Only to the extent needed. Right? You're not enjoying. Oh, bad like it. No, that is not the point. That is, then that means you're not understood. See, if a snake comes to bite me now, I can kill the snake. But if a snake is going that way, why do I need to go and harm that fellow? He is finding his own habitat. That's why tapasvis who sit in Himalayas, they are in Sattva because they don't harm anybody. They have scorpions going around them. They have insects, wild bees going around them. They just maintain the calm. Then only you can go to Himalayas. When you have Pandita Samadarshina, when you're able to see the God in everybody. Right? And it is explained that when you have respect for those animals and you don't have any fear for them and you consider them as part of your own, you consider them part of God and you're also part of brothers and sisters, you look at them and without any fear, they will also not harm you. They'll just go around you as if you don't even exist. Animals have a sense of understanding our inner feelings. If you are fearful, they'll understand that. If you are confident, they'll understand that. When say 10 dogs are barking at you on the road, if you become fearful, they'll bark and come towards you. If you become confident and you walk towards them, they'll run away from there. Don't try that, but it's true. There is a video in internet. In Africa, there is a tribe of people. They don't kill animal. They go and take the flesh of an already killed animal by lions. When lions kill an animal, they are about to eat that animal. They just walk to that place. Lions run away. They take some part of it and go. ये कैसे हो सकता है? हो सकता है. And it's banned now. Actually, nobody films them. But once somebody filmed them, how they do? They just walk. Just imagine, lions are hungry. No, lion is not ordinary. If one lion is here, we all will run away. So ferocious. It can just kill 100 people off. It can kill 100 people in few seconds. That is lion. Ek panja, you're dead. Right? 10, 15 lions are behind the animal. They have just killed the animal. They are going to have their breakfast now. They are all set to devour and eat. And at that time, how can anybody dare to just walk in between them? Not with a fear, not with an arm or anything. Just walking casually. Can you do that? Can't even think of doing it. There is a tribe that does it. And they just walk and they take a knife, cut one leg of that animal, they put it on their back and they walk. All the animals are looking from far away. Hey, these people have come, they're taking, we hunted, this fellow is taking the meat. He just takes it and goes. But the trick is, those tribes were interviewed. They told, even if one of us, 3 of them go, even if one of them has a tinge of fear, the lions will kill them. They will sense it. This fellow, they have fear. You become really fearless. Fearless meaning you are able to connect with their consciousness completely. That and all is possible only when you are Sattva. I'm not telling there in Sattva, but I'm giving an example that you see God in everyone and you see everything is part of Krishna. Your house is part of Krishna, your wife is part of Krishna, your husband is Krishna is given, your children Krishna is given. right? Your knowledge Krishna has given, your talent Krishna has given, your health Krishna has given, your wealth Krishna has given, your faith Krishna has given, satsang Krishna has given, scriptures Krishna has given. Every single living entity around is part of Krishna, and everything is complete. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Everything is complete. Everything is complete coming out of the complete, and even though the complete is coming out of the complete still remains complete. That's what it means. I don't know if you completely understood or completely lost. Right? Ishopanishad begins like that. That is God. That is God. No God says, kill a non-believer. No God says. God cannot say that. How can he say? We are coming from him. हम लोग उन्हीं से तो आ रहे हैं. क्यों में he'll tell kill the non-believer? No. He gives an opportunity for everybody to believe at whatever time they're ready. At whatever time they're ready. And whatever way you want to believe. Somebody believes God is sun. Somebody believes God is light. Somebody believes God is energy. Somebody thinks God is vibration. Somebody thinks God is some devata. Some Ishta devata. No problem. And somebody believes Krishna is God. Vasudeva Sarvaiti Samahatma Sudurlava. The one who concludes that Vasudeva is Sarvaiti Samahatma, such kind of Mahatma is Durlava. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanamanmam Prapatite. Vasudeva Sarvaiti Samahatma Sudurlava. Very rare. That knowledge is the highest. That is the knowledge Krishna is referring here. People in the mode of goodness see everybody in the same vision. Text 21. Pratakvena tu yajnanam nana bhavam pratakvidham nana bhavan pratakvidhan vetti sarveshu bhuteshu tat jnanam vidirajasam. That knowledge by which one sees that in every different body there is a different type of living entity. You should understand to be in the mode of passion. Right? So, in the mode of passion, you see, you want to enjoy basically. Mode of passion means I want to enjoy. Everything is for my enjoyment. So you start differentiating. Ah, that's a dog. That's a human. That's a cat. That's a mosquito. Well, that's true. It is a mosquito. But you don't see the soul. You see the body only. Because mode of passion, Rajoguna is to enjoy the body. To enjoy the senses. I want to enjoy this life. Right? So such people are more attracted to that kind of knowledge. So the people who are attracted to Bhagavad Gita are the people in mode of people who are attracted to other Vedic scriptures. There are some other Vedic scriptures which encourage the people in the mode of passion. Right? They are in the mode of passion and they want to approach those. So Vedavyas not only gave the scriptures which are for people in the mode of goodness, Vedavyas also gave the scriptures which will encourage people in the mode of passion to come towards goodness. Vedavyas also gave the scriptures which are dealing with the people in the mode of ignorance to come to passion and then to goodness. That's why we have so many scriptures. They say we have only one book. Why you have so many books? Because there are so many types of people. That's the greatness of Vedic scriptures. Right? They don't judge anyone, but they elevate everybody at the different levels. What we are reading right now is pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva is above goodness also. Bhagavad Gita. So very fortunate. Srimad Bhagavatam, Amala Puran, completely in the mode of goodness. Not goodness, pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva. Right? Goodness means I do everything because I feel nice. Pure goodness means I do everything because God will feel nice. There's a difference. I do everything for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is Shuddha Sattva. You understood, right? Sattva Guna, they are happy because what they are doing is good. Shuddha Sattva, they are also happy, but God is also happy. Right? You are keeping God in the center. That's what makes Shuddha Sattva. But Rajoguna means I want that knowledge which will give me happiness. Give me happiness. And for that I differentiate the whole world. Yattu Krishna vad kshamim karye shaktam ahetukam atavartha vad alpam cha tat tamasham udahritam tat tamasham udahritam. And that knowledge by which one is attached to one kind of work as the all in all, without knowledge of the truth, and which is very meager, is said to be in the mode of darkness. So people here, Lord Krishna is telling, they know a little, they are attached to that, they are happy with that. It is far away from the absolute truth. It is very meager knowledge. That knowledge is the mode of ignorance. Meaning, मेरे को इतना ही मालूम है, this is absolute. That's it. I don't want to understand more. They have no inquisitiveness to sit and hear also. They think they have full knowledge. Have you seen that kind of people? Everywhere. Kaliyuga means that only. Okay? They'll know one decimal, and they'll think the decimal is the entire line. They'll think that, oh, I have understood everything. To such kind of people, you can't give knowledge also. There's no point in giving knowledge also. Even if they take that knowledge, they will not understand it. Further, they abuse it. That's why people who don't come to satsang, you should not give Bhagavad Gita knowledge. It's an offense actually. If you give that kind of knowledge to them, they'll go and use that knowledge for wrong purpose. They'll use it in wrong vada vivada. And by knowing more, they'll even speak bad about that knowledge. That will affect their life even bad. They were supposed to go back to Krishna in 1 million lives. Because they got that knowledge and they abused that knowledge, they go in 10 million lives. Right? The chances of them committing offenses become more. Are you understanding? So we should be very careful about whom to give knowledge. That's why only when you register to come to satsang only, the satsang gives you knowledge. Not like, you open an open hall and then start the very important knowledge to everybody. Well, we want to be merciful, we want to give to everyone. The point is to give to everyone, but sometimes you should be a little careful what you are discussing. For example, Radha Krishna's pastimes are not discussed with people who are not chanting 16 rounds. We don't want to get into that kind of realm. Because people who don't understand that they are the soul, not the body, what will they understand who is Radha and Krishna? They look at them as male and female having, some kind of lusty enjoyment. That's what they think. So we don't get into that kind of knowledge with people who are not ready for it. And even bhakti, levels of bhakti are not discussed with ordinary, common people. Only when you see some surrender, then you should reveal the next. Isn't it? It's a normal phenomenon that if you give more than needed, it creates indigestion, diarrhea. Right? You should only give them how much is needed, how much they can digest. Like that. So people in the mode of ignorance, they only think a little and they think that they know everything. The problem, and all the channels are closed. They are like a pot which is empty, but it's kept upside down. What can you fill in that pot? You can fill everything. You can fill the pot, but it's upside down. You can't fill anything. Like Duryodhana. He had so much quality to take knowledge, but he kept his head upside down. Shakuni kept his head upside down. Krishna was speaking, but from where the knowledge will go inside? There is no way for it to go inside. People are receptive. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Upadekshantate jnanam jnanas tattva darshina. Tattva jnana, complete. Tattva means complete. Complete knowledge can be given to a person who is inquisitive to know. And he is ready to ask questions and please, sir, can you please tell me? Prabhuji, can you please tell me? Mataji, can you please tell me? How do I understand this? How do I understand that? You should be inquisitive with respect, with faith, and ask that question, and the answer will come and it will go inside your heart. But if you challengingly sit and say, I don't believe all that, I don't know what you're telling. Anyway, what you'll tell, I'll just listen, sit and tell. What is the point telling? There's no point telling. right? Tamoguna people means the people in that situation. Well, there was a friend of mine, names apart. He comes from a very Tamilian family. Now, very pious family, right? Got all the bad habits on the planet, unfortunately. And he said, I believe in Shankaracharya. I said, very good, very nice. I believe in Advaita. I said, very nice. Advaita is very good. That's also philosophy. Then I told, can we discuss Vishishta Advaita by Ramanujacharya? No, no, no. I don't care about all. Advaita is ultimate. I said, okay, well, yeah, Advaita is good. But why don't, what is the problem in understanding Vishishta Advaita? What is the problem in understanding Dvaita by Madhvacharya? Take the knowledge. Then you can decide, no, no, that is all trash. I don't believe in Dvaita anymore. Do you know what it is? No, I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes and tells you, we will explain you Advaita, I'll tell, no problem, sit down, tell. I want to understand, at least hear it out. Hear it out with an open mind, and then compare to what you have understood, and then hear to your Acharya explaining what is the problem or what is the shortcomings in understanding Advaita. Right? And you'll also understand what is Dvaita. Then you'll understand what is Achintya Abheda Tattva, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu concluded all the philosophies at one place. God is simultaneously one and different. Advaita says everything is one, you and God. Vishishta Advaita says God is greater than you. Dvaita says you and God are different, complete. Don't even think of saying you are anyway going to become God or anything. Achintya Abheda Tattva means God is simultaneously one, you are part of God, at the same time is different. So God is personal also, impersonal also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu concluded. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. So if you take the knowledge properly, then you will also have proper intelligence to understand what is highest knowledge, what is not the highest knowledge. But people in Tamoguna, they will not take knowledge. Because they have not come to take knowledge. They have come to give knowledge. Right? Or rather they will be happy with what they already know. They don't want to understand. I already know. Sometimes I see such people in satsang, I tell them respectfully, you can leave. I don't think you need to know anything. Right? There is nothing wrong. And sometimes they create a disturbance in satsang. There are 10 people in a classroom who want to learn. There is one person who doesn't want to learn, who wants to teach. Right? In the same classroom. It's difficult. It's difficult. So your classroom is something different. You can go there. You can tell that. You can tell that. When eventually when you say, but other if they're not creating a disturbance, sitting there, they're also hearing and listening, no problem. No problem. You can. But if we compromise the whole class to make one person sit, then everybody else who's coming from so much far away will lose their opportunity to properly listen, isn't it? That's why Gurukul environment, accepting a Guru, sitting there and listening inquisitively and asking questions for your benefit, right, is a very good atmosphere. And that atmosphere encourages the speaker also to speak. Knowledge is transmitted when three things happen. Vedic scriptures explain knowledge is transmitted when three things happen. One, the person sitting is very inquisitive. Two, the person sitting has respect for the speaker. Three, the person sitting is thanking God that he has put him in that situation, where he has brought him in front of the right speaker. You know what I'm saying? Three things. Any one of these three things is not working, knowledge will not get transmitted. Person will be speaking, Guru will be speaking, sitting people will be listening, but nothing is happening. There is no transformation, only information. Information, no transformation. Why? Because the person sitting there doesn't have any respect for the speaker. You think, something, kuch bhi bolega. I'll believe or I won't believe. Like that he'll think. Right? And he is not inquisitive also. He's like, why are you telling me all this? You only came, na? But I don't want to listen. Then why did you come? That kind of character also is there. I've seen one person. He used to come to satsang for 3 years. He came 3 years, every satsang. After the satsang, I used to go and sit with him for having prasad. And he used to tell, Bhagavad, why are you telling all these things? Why are you discussing all these things? He said, Bhagavad, my job is to repeat what I'm hearing from my Guru. But is it needed? Why we have to discuss all these things? I I heard that many times. Then I asked him, why are you coming? If you don't want to listen, why are you? No, I'm coming just like that, but I don't understand why you are discussing all these things. Weird. There are, the world is filled with many varieties. Krishna creates many varieties of people. And so, third one, you should be grateful to Krishna. Most important. Pray to Krishna. Krishna, thank you very much for bringing me to this satsang where I'm learning and I'm listening and I'm learning the right knowledge. Gratefulness to God should be there. If it is not there, knowledge will not get transmitted. Even though you have the right speaker, even though you have the right inquisitor, knowledge will not go. Okay, na? Knowledge we discussed in the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance. Very good. Yeah.
When we do book distribution and all, some people will come for birthdays, so I am taking, or some other things they will take and go. So if they use that knowledge, means whatever is said, means for the different purpose or whatever, so that aparat will come to us.
No. See, the beauty of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this is Guha Jnanam. In 4th chapter it says, most secret knowledge. No, Bhagavad Gita in front of everybody. What is the secret in it? You can open and read in English also, but you will not understand. The secret is only when a devotee, the key is in the hand of a devotee. If he goes and sits with the devotee, an acharya, and he opens that key, then the knowledge will come. Otherwise, you can read the entire, there are so many people who read the entire Bhagavad Gita, even Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, and they have not changed anything in their life. Knowledge comes when Krishna is pleased. Krishna is pleased when you serve his devotees. Then Krishna will transmit the knowledge. Knowledge is not a mechanical thing that, something I'll understand it. No, you can't understand. I also read Bhagavad Gita. I did not understand anything until I sat down in a class and I heard the speaker. I served that guru. I tried to please that guru. And then the knowledge came. Like there are so many Pandavas and Kauravas who were Shishyas of Dronacharya. Why only Arjuna is the special? Because Arjuna pleased his guru. Arjuna pleased Drona. Arjuna showed that inclination. Arjuna showed that desire to learn. And that made him the best Shishya of Drona. And Drona gave 10 things to everybody, but 11th thing he gave only to Arjuna. Because he became the favorite. You understand what I'm saying? So, knowledge you should give. Give the book. Someday he'll open. Someday, he will go to the right class also. He might start reading and I'm not understanding. Let me go to the class. That may trigger him to go to the right place. So book distribution is very important. Give the books and let them, like Bhagavatam also. Right? Take the Bhagavatam. Keep it. One day you'll read. One day you will read. If you don't have, what is the chance? No, Prabhu, I'll only buy when I need. Wow, how many things you will really go and buy? You will not. When you have it, you will read. If you don't have it, you will not read. Simple. It should be in front of you. Did I answer your question? Niyatam sangarahitam aragha dveshatam kritam aphala prepsuna karma yat tat satvikam uchyate. That action which is regulated and which is performed without attachment, without love or hatred, and without desire for fruitive results is said to be in the mode of goodness. Right? So it is regulated, meaning it is being done in proper procedure. It's not being done whimsically. And it's performed without any attachment. I'm not attached to the result. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it as a duty, as a beneficial activity. Without love or hatred. Right? I love it, so I'm doing it. I hate it, so I'll not do it. Both are problems. You're doing it as a duty. Right? And without desire for fruitive results. I'm doing this so that I can get some monetary benefit or some fame and name. So many people should subscribe my channel. So many people should like. So many people should comment. All that is what? I'm expecting something, some benefit out of it. That kind of action is the action, definitely not in the mode of goodness. When you do it selflessly, then it is a mode of goodness. Okay? So now Krishna is saying, what is the action in the mode of goodness? What is the action in the mode of passion? What is the action in the mode of ignorance? Hare Krishna. 24. Yatto kamepshu na karma sahankarena vapuna kriyate bahula yasham tat rajasam udahartam. But action performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify his desires and enacted from a sense of false ego is called action in the mode of passion. Meaning what? Somebody is working very hard to fulfill his desires. Too much endeavor, day and night, 12 hours, 14 hours. And he's saying, by hard work I am growing in life. I am the doer. That kind of action is the mode of action. Right? You'll see many people outside. I bought this flat, I bought this villa, so I have to work 20 hours to clear the loan. Right? I'm working more than, like a donkey, I'm working in the office. That's mode of passion. Sattva people will never do that. They'll keep the necessities less. Simple living, writing. They don't want to waste their life to show the world that they've achieved something in the most young age. Right? I'm the youngest qualified person working in Microsoft with the Audi car. One, I don't need Audi car. I don't care if I work in Microsoft or Microsoft, whatever. Right? And I don't have to be young to show people that I'm the most highest achiever. I'm peaceful. I'm not unambitious. I'm not over-ambitious. And I'm very clear why I want to lead this life for. I want to lead this life for a higher purpose. More than eating, mating, sleeping and defending. Right? I want to lead a life with a purpose. I want to serve the society. I want to serve the Supreme Lord. That is enough for me. And to do that, how much is needed, Krishna will anyway give. I depend on him. That is mode of goodness. Totally depending mode of pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva. You understand it? Passionate action means I am in control. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimoodatma kartaam iti manyate. A person who is in ahankara thinks ahamkara. That I am the doer. Just do it. Wear the shoes and run. Just do it. I want to run. I want to do this. I want to do that. This body is not given to do all the gimmicks. If you are so fascinated about running a marathon, you can become a dog in next life. Gully to gully, you can run. Or you can become a horse in next life. City to city, you can run. Right? I want to fly also. You can become an eagle, a hawk. And go, mountain to mountain also. City to city also you can go. Isn't it? God has given this human body to just be fit enough, so that you can utilize your time and energy in understanding Him, which cannot be done in any other body. You understand? Yeah. Be ambitious, but not over-ambitious. Be over-ambitious in spiritual life, that I want to read Bhagavatam in 2 years. That's good. I want to read the entire Bhagavad Gita in 3 hours. Sitting, I want to read the entire, all the translation. Yes, good. Create that kind of ambition. Spiritual ambitions are good. In spirituality, over-ambitious also is good. Because you have nothing to lose. But when you become over-ambitious in material life, you lose everything. You lose your health also, peace of mind also. Right? You go into so many problems. Why people are suffering outside? Because they're too naturally ambitious. Meaninglessly ambitious. They are trying to achieve something which is not needed. Why need it? I want a big house. To do what?
Your wife will be in one room, you will be in one room, your daughter will be in one room, your son will be in one room. And the maid is sitting in the hall thinking, who hired me here? Huh? What kind of house is that? Instead, I have one room in that my wife, my son, my daughter, me, all of us are together all the time. What a beautiful situation. We look at each other more times in a day. All the time we look at each other. We love each other. We care for each other. Huh? Where is your son? He got fever. Where is he? He is in his room. Where are you? In my room. Who is taking care of him? I'll go from my room to his room to give him a little medicine. Then I'll come back to my room. He'll die in his room. What kind of family is that? Right? Material opulence only takes you away. Only takes you away from each other. Unknowingly. In the name of, comfort. On the lighter side, I'm saying, me and my wife, I used to have a bike. So she used to sit behind me, keeping a hand close to me. On the bike I'm going. Then I bought a Maruti car. She became 1 feet away. Then I bought another big car, something 2 feet away. Right? Now, people buy these big Land Rovers and things. Even more far. Right? And then you are like thinking, this seat will be spoiled, this will be spoiled, that will be spoiled, be careful. Hold that thing, it will fall on the seat, it will get spoiled. Your little son, he is so happy that Nana bought a new car. I want to enjoy this car is mine, I want to stand on the seat. No, don't stand on the leather seat. What are you doing? It's a Mercedes-Benz exclusive edition. What is it? Some edition they say, right? Huh? Limited edition. Huh? Don't stand on. Sit down. That fellow is thinking, my old car was good. I used to jump. I used to hug my father. What nonsense he created. He bought this car now. I can't go and sit with my father also. What did your material opulence do? It took you away from the most beloved people. And then you say, all this I'm doing for my bacha only. The bacha is thinking, you are lucha. I was so close to you. But now you took me away from you in the name of wealth and everything. Right? In the name of brands, everything. You took me away from you. Right? Keep life simple. Like today, just see, my son came to keep the trolley. He called me at 7:30. 7:30 he came to keep the trolley here. Then he told, Nana, the whole thing is filled with so many things. So I asked him to send pictures, 3 directions. Then I said, this we can't clear. Then immediately I understood, okay, so today we'll sit behind the stage. What do we need for a satsang?
Just a place.
Just a place. That's all we need, isn't it? Then what I did, immediately I charged my mobile, half an hour. I charged the speaker, half an hour. It will function for 2 hours, no problem. I don't need a power plug also, because power plug is there, I am sitting here. Half an hour, I'm completely tension relieved. Anil Prabhu message me, Prabhuji, हम ऊपर जाके बैठेंगे क्या? मैंने ठहरो 1 मिनट. आ रहे हैं. कहीं भी बैठ सकते हैं. When this is charged, and you are charged spiritually, why do you need? You don't need anything. Right? Now we have 2 options. Like go and fight with the whole management saying, what nonsense is going on? This place Sunday morning belongs to us. How you should have cleaned this yesterday night only. Why is it kept there? And after that, everybody sit in the class. We should control our anger. We should control our desires. So, matlab hi nahi hai na? Instead, just like make it. Today you have chairs. Tomorrow there is no chairs also. I'll sit there. You sit on that stairs. You are seeing the stairs. They are like chair only, right? You'll sit there. I'll sit down there. Few people will sit here and there. Not on that wall. It has current. Right? Just manage. Prabhu, speaker is not working. No problem. Can you all hear me? Ho gaya khatam. Recording is not working. No problem. You are already hearing. Why I need to record? If somebody wants to hear it online, bye-bye. Keep your life simple. Your necessity is simple. Focus on the principle. You will be happy. Huh? Same thing you apply in your office also. Just once in your life, go to your boss and tell, sir, I don't want appraisal. I'm happy. You will put him in more tension. क्यों ऐसा बोल रहा है? Nobody does this. He is doing that, right? But it gives you so much of satisfaction. Sir, I'll work. No problem. I'm happy. कितना अच्छा लगेगा, है ना? Sometimes you should be in that kind of state of mind. Be grateful to God. Whatever I've got, I'm happy. You know, that action is in the mode of goodness. But in the mode of passion, you are not going to be happy. Unlimited desires. Text 25. Anubandham kshayam himsam anapekshya cha paurusham mohad arabhyate karma yattat tamasham uchyate. That action performed in illusion, in disregard of scriptural injunctions, and without concern for future bondage or for violence or distress caused to others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. So clear, no? Very clear. Krishna is saying very simple. You are doing that action in illusion, meaning you don't know what is right, what is wrong. You are in some illusion, you are doing that action. Next, you disregard the scriptural injunctions. शास्त्र के मुताबिक आप जो करें गलत है, भाड़ में गया शास्त्र. I don't believe in any shastra. I don't believe in scripture. Whatever I do is correct. Have you seen such kind of people? Without concern for future bondage. I don't care there is next life, no life, this life, this life. I want to enjoy now. Without concern for future bondage. This action will result into problems for you in future. I don't care. For violence and distress, bondage or for violence and distress, you create violence and distress in future. Caused to others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Such actions, you will not listen. You will not listen. You will first of all say, I am enjoying, so I do. I am enjoying, so I do. See, in Vedic times, in fact even now, in good families, they train the children that the first 20 years of your life is to learn how to live in a family. Is to maintain purity in your relationships. Don't get into unnecessary affairs. That is, young girls also, young boys also, don't unnecessarily get into affairs. Hey, what is the problem? I saw a movie, hero is only 20 years old, he fell into an affair. Or I'm seeing a web series. In that, young college students are getting into affairs, illicit affairs. What is the problem? Life is to enjoy. Life is to break free. Life is to... What is the problem? Okay, my affairs will fail. Tomorrow I'll marry somebody, I'll be happy. No. If you have affairs with so many people, what respect you will have for that husband? What respect you will have for that wife? Huh? Then you'll start comparing. I think the third boyfriend was better than my husband. Huh? Or the sensual enjoyment that I got from that woman is better than my wife. Who will suffer? You will suffer. Your wife will suffer. Your children will suffer. Future family will suffer. Your parents will suffer. Whole society will suffer. This knowledge was there. This knowledge was there in the past. They maintained that. Right? They had a very good system of making sure that this doesn't happen. They protected easy access to young people between each other. They protected. That's not narrow-mindedness. That is very focused way of thinking. Looking at the future. You understanding, right? And if I tell some topic, some people will become uncomfortable about child marriage. The goal there was to make sure that the husband helps the wife go back to God and husband is fixed in dharma. And the wife is very, very chaste to that husband, and she has no other diversions. And the husband is also very chaste to that wife, no other diversions. For that, in those days, now it can't repeat it. Huh? Don't even think I'm propagating for now. In those days, in that environment, the families used to discuss that. I think, as per the charts, as per the astrological charts, this girl is perfectly suited for this boy. Let's marry them at a young age. And after marrying, the girl will be almost like another daughter in the house only for the daughter-in-law. She'll grow up in that house. Union is not allowed. Physical union is not allowed. The mother-in-law will bring up that daughter-in-law like her daughter. You understand? It's a very difficult thing to even conceive now. And when the right time comes, when the girl conceives, when the girl is ready, and the Brahmins come and they say, okay, the Murta is correct, that time the union is allowed. And she has nobody else to think of but her husband. It is explained that, again, take it in the right understanding. As per Shastra, a male is generally a very dusty fellow. He is not satisfied with one woman. That is how he is. Animalistic propensity, whatever you call it. That's there in him. He wants to enjoy. So there is the concept of love, pure love, even love, is not that much can be understood by a male. He can fall in love many times. But Shastra explains a woman, she falls in love only once. Only once. And she surrenders to that male. Khatam. After that, anything that happens is not love anymore. It's just an adjustment. And Shastra understands this. And this sacredly, like a beautiful lamb protected from winds. Right? The purity in a girl child is protected by the whole family. That she should love the right person when the right person comes into her life. And we will try to make sure the right person comes, who is going to take care of her, not only in the first few years, dancing with her, but also for the rest of her life. And the whole family is there to protect the marriage. Very difficult to conceive, Prabhupada and Mataji, if I tell this now. In open forum, I cannot talk this. They'll say, hey, you are propagating child marriage. No, I'm not propagating child marriage. I'm telling a social system which never had a divorce. And a woman was never abused. Now you say, oh, no, Prabhuji, so much abuse is happening in the name of child marriage. That and all is happening now, last 100 years. All the whole principles are gone. Goal of life is gone. Why are you getting married? What is the purpose of marriage? That itself is gone. When the purpose was known clearly, that marriage is another ashram to go back to God, is to connect to God together. Two families are coming together so that a boy and a girl can have the right environment and the right progeny. They will have the right children. So many rituals were done before progeny also. Right? Everything was sacred. Every single sanskara, right from birth till death, everything was sacred, meaningful, purposeful. Then there was no problem. But later on, people abused it. Right? The sacredness is gone, the purpose is gone. Then they wanted to marry some young girls. They exploited them. They abused them. So it cannot be done now. Don't even think about it, don't even propagate it. But why it was done at a time? What was the age of Sita when she married Ram? You call that child marriage? You call that abuse on a woman? No. The purpose was different. The understanding was different. Right? Can't be repeated now. It was not for sensual enjoyment. Sacredness was kept. Everything was seen with a pure vision. Right? It is not, binding. A woman has to be inside the house only, she should not come outside. No, it was never like that. Vedic life is never like that. There is no yajna that can be performed without woman sitting beside. How can she sit beside? When, she's in the house, I'm not supposed to sit in front of her. No, it's not. All fabricated by media. All propaganda created by British. I'm telling you, this all happened with a plan. Our culture is abused and shown with a plan. What we are seeing is a perverted reflection of a plan. And it cannot be explained now. It has gone to that point that it cannot even be explained or understood. Even if you explain the opposite person, well, you don't agree with what you're saying. That's okay. I understand. You can't understand. How can you understand something which is completely a different environment, different society, right? A different society. Now it's a different society. It's very difficult to explain. But then that existed, and that existed for millions of years, and people were more happy than now. But now you can't understand it, and now you can't try it also. Don't. You can't shift the. You don't need to pull the clock reverse to go back in time. No, that doesn't work. In the current situation, what is the best I should do? That I should do. Extramarital affairs will only lead to horrible life. Horrible life. Broken marriage is the biggest injustice to the children. And not only the children, even the couple, even the whole family. People are not even thinking twice these days. I don't care. I don't like that person. I want to change right now. Right now. Right? So they don't understand the repercussions. India will become a superpower when there are zero divorces in our society. Because everything falls into one place. Government doesn't have to support anybody. Family itself will support everybody. You understand? You have the social security system, this security. We don't need any social security. Our security is my grandson. My security is my close family. My security is my beautiful relationships in satsang. I don't need any government to give me money or shelter or old age home. I don't need. When that is broken, in the name of greed, greedy action, I'll go to some other country to make a lot of earnings so my parents in India will be happy. The whole thing itself is wrong. By going away from somebody, can you really take care of that person? No. You can take care of the person by being with that person. Be with your parents, be with your family, and then you can actually support them. I'll go somewhere, make millions of dollars and send it to India. Now we'll have a big villa, then I'll come. Then we will have, then will never happen. It will never happen. Because greed is like that. And you can see a live example. So many flats in this locality of Gachibowli are only old people are living. I don't know if you observe. Children are buying their flats. And the old people are also fools that they are asking them to buy. You invest here, I will take care of it. For future, for your children, it will be useful. Hey, what are you doing? You are breaking apart. Better than that, live in a small house, but live together. And you will be peaceful and happy. But this principle cannot be understood. Again, I am talking about 50 years back how we used to live. I'm not even talking about 500 years back. 50 years back. My father's father, his name is Lakshma Reddy. He never told my father, अपने पैरों पे खड़े होके अपना घर बनाओ. He never told. Our grandfathers never told that. My father told that. By that media, all that thing. Now the Amitabh Bachchan student told, मेरे पैरों पे मैं खड़ा होऊंगा. The dialogue became very famous. No need to have another house. How many houses you want? One house is needed. One house. Your children and you will stay together. Orient your children, no? I have a 3-bedroom. I have 2 sons. I already told them. This is your bedroom with your wife. This is your bedroom with your wife. Go get married and come. Tell. बोलने में क्या problem है? At least have that mindset. And show it with example. My parents and me stayed together. Yes, I've already showed an example. And we are happy together. That's an example. Okay, sometimes we fight. That is also okay. Human beings, false egos, they'll fight. But by being together, by staying together, you can help each other in so many ways. You can be so much stress-free. That action which keeps the family together in the mode of goodness. That action which divides is the mode of passion. That action which completely removes you from the family, completely, you don't see any purpose of family in the mode of ignorance, right? So action also is very important to this. So what did Krishna tell in the mode of action? Goodness. What kind of action in the mode of goodness? Which is done with no desires, no outcome, no result, no nothing as a duty, mode of goodness. That action in which you see everybody differently to satisfy your desires in the mode of passion. That action where I don't want to know what is mentioned in the scripture. I don't care how it will affect me in the future. I don't care about future bondage. I don't care what will happen with me in the life next. I want to enjoy now. Enjoy Madi, the same Tamil. That action is in the mode of ignorance. Yeah. Mukta Sango Anhamvadi Driti Utsaha Samanvita Driti Utsaha Samanvita Siddhi Asiddhayor Nirvikara Karta Satvika Uchate. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. Krishna is explaining. Now he is talking about that was action. Now performer of the action. Who is in mode of goodness? Such person will do his duty without associating mode. Meaning, I'm not doing it for my happiness. I'm not doing it for for his. I'm doing it for God's happiness. I'm doing it for a higher purpose. I'm giving charity. I'm giving charity without any expectation. Prabhuji, I gave so much donation. Okay, you give. Prabhuji, I give so much donation. Okay, क्या करूँ? Where go? क्या करूँ मैं? What is your expectation? No, you didn't tell me good morning today. Right? So that is also a problem. When we do things with an expectation, when we give a big donation and we expect a special guest line to get into the temple, that is also a mode of passion. Ignorance. You are standing along with everybody. In front of God, everybody is same. In front of God, everybody is same. You are a millionaire or a zillionaire or a beggar. Doesn't matter. In front of God, everybody is same. When you go in that consciousness, then God will see you. When you go in a consciousness that Krishna, I have come with a special ticket, MLA recommendation, I am standing in front of you. Why not do you look there? Like this you look. You understand it? If you get an opportunity for special darshan, take it. But consciousness with which you go inside matters. When you go in front of God, beg to Him that, please look at me. I am such a useless fellow. If you don't look at me, then my life will not be beneficial. Please change me. I am not changing. Too much stubborn I am. I am too puffed up with my knowledge and wealth. Please look at me. Then He will look at you. I am looking at you. And when He looks at you, your life is perfect. That is called darshan. Not you seeing God. God seeing you is darshan. Not He taking your darshan. You only taking His darshan. But He looks at you. Then there is an outcome of the darshan of phala. The outcome of a darshan. Right? Ragi karma phala prepshur lubdo him satmako ashuchi harsha shokanvita karta rajasa parikirtita. The worker who is attached to work and the fruits of the work, desiring to enjoy those fruits, and who is greedy, always envious, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be in the mode of passion. You will do it only when you see enjoyment for you. Khatam. You will not do it for any God or anything. I will dance in front of Ganesh only if that song is great. Otherwise, I don't like to say, what is it? Passionate kind of performer of action. I will dance even if no song is played. I'll just stand Hare Krishna and dance. Then what will happen? Even Ganesh will come and dance. Hare Bhai, this is nice. This is nice consciousness. Right? So everything you are doing without expecting anything in return. You're doing in a mode of goodness. But when you are expecting something in return, then that is impure. It is not a pure thing. Karna gave that Kavach and Kundal. It's not a pure dhan because it took back Shakti Astra. Vajra. What kind of dhan is that? Impure dhan. But when you give it without expecting anything and you're not accepting anything, then that's pure dhan. Then you are Dana Veera. But whole media, it created in such a way, Dana Veera, Sura, Karna. He never did any dana anywhere in his Mahabharata. There is no mention also. But Bollywood and Tollywood made him, like a hero of scriptures, in the scriptures. No, he's not my hero in the scriptures. He's hero in TV serials, he's hero in movies only. He asked, if you read, have you read the scripture? That is the problem. That's what I'm telling you, Prabhuji. We are all tuned like that. The TV serial mein kuch bhi bana nahi. He asked, go and read the shloka. There is a shloka where he's saying, give me that. Previous day, anyway, just 5 minutes I'll spend on this. I discussed on this online on one of the satsangs. Previous day, his father, Surya, came and told Indra is coming. Don't give Kavach Kundal. He warned, right? But still he went there. Why? Because he was not happy with Kavach Kundal. Kavach Kundal never made him win against Arjuna. He had Kavach Kundal in what is it? 3 times he had Kavach Kundal in front of Arjuna, 3 times he lost. He wanted something to kill Arjuna. I want to win the battle. But Surya told, hey, if you give your Kavach Kundal, you will die. I said, it's okay if I die. I want to kill that fellow and die. So his pride to kill was more important than his life also. And Duryodhana has planned this whole war thinking Karna will support. And Karna's highest power is Kavach Kundal. Did he ask the permission of Duryodhana that I am giving Kavach Kundal? He didn't ask any permission. So the friendship also was fake only. Friendship means you should tell everything. Duryodhana, what do you think? Tomorrow morning, Indra is coming. Should I give this? Duryodhana, hey, what are you doing? Don't give it. It's important. You should be alive in the war. I don't care anything about the war. All I care is to kill my vengeance on Arjuna. Because in the previous life also he tried to do that. And Sahasra Kavach Rakshash, Karna tried to do that. He was trying to kill Nara and Narayan, Arjuna, who appeared in this life. So, and scriptures explain, Indra came and he said, give me the Kavach Kundal, I'll give only if you give me the Shakti Astra. Then Indra was like, hey, what is this? Okay, I'll give, but you can only use it once. Why did he put that condition? If Indra wanted to just give Vajra, he would not put any condition. He put that condition. This fellow asked for it. Give me. This will not come in TV serial, bro. Because the TV serials are made to, to speculate a lot of things. To create a beautiful character called Karna and to glorify him. Sympathy. Karna gets maximum sympathy votes in the entire Mahabharata. Sympathy votes. His mother abandoned him. He never got a kingdom. Pandavas insulted him, right? But nobody will talk that Karna was the reason why Draupadi got disrobed. Karna was the reason who gave the idea that Draupadi should sit on the thigh of Duryodhana. Nobody will speak about those things. But they'll say, oh, Karna, Dana, Veera. Nowhere else in Mahabharata there is any mention of him giving Dana. Nowhere else. And by the way, Dana was given to everybody. Everybody. In those days, when you are going for Sandhya and anybody comes, and they ask, they'll give you all scriptures. Lord Ram used to give a lot of Dana. Yudhishthira Maharaj used to give a lot of Dana. Bhima used to give Dana also. So that is not mentioned. Anyway, so that's the problem. When we take knowledge from sources which are not, what do you say? Authentic. Then what happens? We have created impressions which will create, doubt on God also. Hey, how did Krishna ask Arjuna to kill a warrior when he was not even holding weapons, and that fellow was such a good Danavirasura Karna also. That fellow was this also, he was good also. Then you get a doubt on God also. Then when you are worshipping Krishna also, Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, but then why did you do that? Why did you do this? Like one example, another example, Ramayana, when Sugriva went and told Rama that, please help me. Now Rama told, okay, go and fight with Vali. I'll shoot that fellow and kill. I'll help you, go. I'll be there. Sugriva went and fight with Vali. Lord Rama was sitting there and watching. He got beaten to pulp. Almost killed. That fellow came, hey Ram, what is this? You are watching like a TV serial, what? I was dying there. What did Ram? It was difficult for me to recognize who is you and both are looking alike. Now, how can God not recognize Sugriva? Just think about it. That's an illogical statement, isn't it? How can God not recognize Sugriva? Is it possible? Huh? Among millions of monkeys who are fighting Ravana, Ram was very clear where is Vali, where is Sugriva, where is Angad, where is Hanuman, among all so many. And just two people are fighting and he can't recognize Sugriva. And Sugriva told, hey Ram, what is so difficult to recognize? I already told, he's more powerful. I was the one being beaten. That itself is a recognition. I'm being beaten. You just have to shoot the person who's beating me. Now, how do you understand? Now, a person with no faith, some other religion, they'll come and hey, you are God, what kind of God? He can't even recognize his devotee. That's why come and get converted. And you don't know the answer also. Do you know the answer for this? Why Ram told Sugriva that I didn't recognize you? Right? Because he did not respect Lakshmana. Ram gives immediate treatment. He doesn't wait for next yuga or next yuddha. Immediate. When Sugriva invited Ram and Lakshman, when Ram and Lakshman came first time, he gave seat to Ram. He did not give a seat to Lakshman. Lakshman was standing there. And Lakshmana didn't expect. He is a Rama Anuja, brother and a servant of Ram. He didn't expect. He was just standing there. But Ram felt very bad. What is this? But Ram didn't react anything. He said, okay, let the right time come. I'll teach this fellow a lesson. So got beaten to pulp. Then he comes back. Then Ram says, okay, do a thing. Lakshmana, put a garland on this fellow. Then, then I can recognize. Then Lakshmana went and put a garland. For taking the garland, he bowed down. He respected Lakshmana. And then he prayed to Lakshmana, please, tell your brother to take him. Hare Krishna. Then he went for the war, immediately he killed. He didn't wait also. He killed Vali from behind. Now we might ask, Prabhuji, why did he kill from behind? He should kill from the front. Vali asked this question when he was dying. Hey, you are a Maryada Purushottam Ram. You respect all dharma. How did you kill me from behind? Ram told three answers. He told, you don't deserve a glorious death. A warrior's inglorious death is when he is killed from behind. Right? Like the Pulwama attack that happened. Very inglorious death for the great soldiers of our country. Very inglorious death. That's not a way to kill a soldier. Soldiers should die front on front, holding a weapon or fight. Right? Only losers, only cowards kill other soldiers like that. Cowards, the country. That's how they plan. Kill the soldiers when they are going in a car, when they are sleeping. Cowardly action. So he told Vali, that you don't deserve a glorious death. That's the reason I killed you from behind. Why you don't deserve? Because you took his wife. You took Sugriva's wife. If you steal somebody's wife, you don't deserve. And by the way, you are not even a human. You are an animal. Animal can be killed from behind also. No problem. Human should not be killed from behind. Then he told Pranam, thank you very much. Ram, you have made sure that even in your action, there is Maryada taken care of everything. You are an animal. Took his wife. Yeah, unworthy death. He deserves unworthy death. He took away kingdom and so many things he did. So for everything there is a reason, but we'll know the reason only when we hear from the right source. I took a whole seminar, I repeated a seminar, Shubhavilas Prabhu, he made a seminar of 13 reasons why Lord Ram sent Sita to forest when she was pregnant. 13 reasons. People don't even know one reason. And they have a doubt. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai. Why did he send his wife to Jai Ram? No, it's not a Jai Ram, Jai Ram. What kind of faith is that? You are doubting Ram. On the other side, you are saying Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Sita Ram. That is why we should come to success. That is why we should come to. And any question is not bad. Every question is right question. Question is always right. Answer can be wrong. Understand that. Question is always right. And if I don't know the answer, I can go and ask my guru. Prabhu, how should I understand this? And he'll tell, this is how you can understand this. And sometimes he'll tell, you can't understand this. Because you're not in the right consciousness to understand. That is also an answer. When you chant 16 rounds for a long period of time, then I'll tell you the answer. Right? But like Ramanujacharya went to his guru and told, I want to understand the meaning of Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam Praja. Aham tam sarapapi mokshashyami masacha. Can you please tell me the meaning of this? Ramanujacharya is asking. Right? No, not Ramanujacharya. Who was? Forgetting. Hare Krishna. Kanchipurna? Did Kanchipurna ask? Great Acharya asked this question to his guru. His guru told, I cannot tell you the answer. You go to him and ask that question. Go to that other guru. Serve him menially. Then he went and served like a servant in front of his house for 6 months. And when that person understood he is such a great guru, if understood that he is such a, then he fell at his feet. Hey, what are you doing? You are working like a servant in front of my house. No, my guru told me. Only then you will tell me the meaning of Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Right? So if you see the actions of acharyas in the past, it's very inconceivable. Even though they were the greatest of the acharyas, they completely submitted themselves in front of sadhus. They were completely helpless to get the knowledge in the right consciousness. Then scriptural knowledge can be understood. Without the right consciousness, Ramanujacharya, you see that Ramanujacharya is great, statue of equality, you see that, right? Chinnajit Swami Maharaj, he built such a beautiful place with 108 Divya Kshetrams at one place. Right? That Ramanujacharya wanted to take initiation from Varadaraj, what is his name? Kanchipurna. Kanchipurna was coming from a Shudra family. He was not even from Brahmana family. And he went and said, I want to take initiation from you. He said, no, I don't deserve to initiate. You are such an educated Brahman, you are such an educated person. How can I, the Shudra, give initiation to you? Oh, Krishna, what are you doing? But he used to serve Varadaraj. Kanchipurna used to serve Varadaraj in Kanchipuram. If you go, Varadaraj temple is the Varadaraj Swami temple. And Varadaraj used to speak to Kanchipurna all the time. He would speak to Kanchipurna. God used to speak to him. And Ramanujacharya knew this personality is a very extraordinary personality. I have to get your mercy, So one day, he asked, anybody would call Kanchipurna for lunch or dinner, Kanchipurna would eat everything in the plate. Because he felt that if I leave anything little also, it will affect others. Oh, I am such a contaminated person. But you should eat the remnants of sadhus if you want to understand what is bhakti. What is bhakti? You should eat the remnants of sadhus. One such devotee in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, I'm forgetting the story, forgive me. He was going and asking for remnants, he was never giving remnants. So this time what he did, he took 2 kgs of mangoes and gave. So this is my little offering, please honor. He ate the mangoes and threw the seed outside. That devotee went and took the seed and he started sucking it. And I got the remnants. And he was a great acharya. Prabhu, humility is the only qualification to understand Bhagavad Gita. Humility is the only qualification to understand Ramayana. Humility is the only qualification to understand any Vedic scripture, Bhagavatam. If you don't have that humility, then you will never understand. Vidya, Vinayam. Vinayam is very, very important. But unfortunately, these great scriptures are shown in such an arrogant way in these TV serials and these movies and so many other books. People are writing, what is it, Patnaik? Devdutt Patnaik. Whatever he wants, he'll write. And people are buying it in hundreds and thousands. Most of it is not true. Most of it is not true. He became famous, he became good writer. At the cost of what? At the cost of misrepresenting Shastra. He will suffer in hell. In hellish planet he will suffer. Yama is waiting for him. Are, Rara, I'm waiting for him. Come. You might become a billionaire by misrepresenting or misspeaking Shastra, but there justice will happen. Right? So you should be very, very careful. Knowledge is good. By coming to the right place and hearing the knowledge. That's the only way. There is no other way. And we should create more videos. Why do you think I'm recording? I'm recording this because somebody will get benefited someday. The only way to replace bad is to add more good. Right? If you have drainage water in a glass and you want pure water in it and you can't pour it, you don't have the energy to pour it, what you can do? Keep pouring good water. At one point, the good water will remove all the drainage water, and at one point, only pure water will remain in the glass. That is what we can do. Keep doing more satsangs. We are doing many satsangs, right? Yesterday night, I went to, Aparna Zenith. There, Mahesh Prabhu, one of our devotees, he does satsang there. Right? He got trained just like this. One among you is sitting here. One day I told Prabhu, come on, you should also start preaching. Whatever you heard, you preach. No, Prabhu, I can't. Yes, I know you can't, but still you can. That is how I started. So we have to do our part, Prabhu. Everybody here is not here to just sit and enjoy the class. After some time, you got knowledge, take responsibility also. Go and take the responsibility telling it to 10 people. Whatever age you are, whatever background you are, start. And that is how the right knowledge will go into the society. Isn't it? We have to share. First you share in your house. Hey, today I learned something. Sit down. First sharing will happen. You tell to your wife, you tell to your son, you tell to your relatives. Right? Right knowledge. Without expecting anything in return. That is very important. When you are giving them, don't expect. मैं इतना बोला मेरे को नमस्ते भी नहीं बोला मैं इतना बोला सुना भी नहीं ठीक तरह से. No problem. You did your part. You did your part. Whether the opposite person listens or not. So we want to do action and pure goodness. Like what Krishna is explaining. You might be wondering, why is Krishna explaining all this just before finishing the chapter? He's clarifying to Arjuna at every level that now go and do the war. And what you are doing is right. Because you are not doing it in ignorance, you are not doing it in passion, you are going to do it in goodness. So the 18th chapter is pulling all the gunas at one place. And he's summarizing it. Huh?
These videos will be shared at least.
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल करिए. कौन मना करता है? बहुत सारे वीडियो हैं. इतने सारे भक्त हैं हमारे इस्कॉन में जो इतने सारे लेक्चर्स दे रहे हैं. बहुत उत्तम ज्ञान दे रहे हैं. बहुत शास्त्रिक ज्ञान दे रहे हैं. इसी को भेजना चाहिए. I can tell you one thing, Prabhu, you know, the good videos with right knowledge may have 200 views, but all 200 have got benefited. A useless video might have 1.2 million views, but many might have not have seen it properly also. And it will, of course, quantity also. Quality is more important. And quality comes from. Who is that? Mori? Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay. I can't hear. Can you be a little louder? So many? Distortions.
Like one very famous reason Mahabharata itself. Initially, which can read just describe Mahabharata. Yudhishthira as tree of righteousness, and Arjuna as a trunk, and he calls Duryodhana as a tree of anger and passion and Karna. There are so many flaws in Karna. At the same time, Karna also, he has been called Dusha.
Can also?
Actually, Lord Krishna also talks about it.
Lord Krishna also talked about it, yes.
Yeah, like he's also called Vishwa. For example, one famous I remember in Bhagavad chapter 180, when God immediately kills
When Karna immediately?
both them.
Ah.
And Krishna is the only one who is living. And he also talks about why Karna is called Vishwa. So how should these good qualities of Karna be seen?
Yeah, see, God sees good in everyone. That is the greatness of God. He sees good in a Rakshash also. He sees good. And he tells, hey Karna, you have such good qualities. Why don't you listen to my advice and come on the side of Pandavas? He praised him for a reason. God also praises. Please, you have all the good qualities. You are a Kaunteya. I am giving you an opportunity. You can come. Pandavas will worship you like their king. There won't be any war only. We will rule the whole planet. But he didn't listen. What is the use of all those good qualities if you don't listen to God? Saranksha is that only, no? Ultimate, that is the thing. Even Ramana had many good qualities. But what is the use of that good qualities when he did not listen to good advice from his own wife, from his brother, from some other? Many people advised him. Even, what is his name? The one who became a deer. Marichi also advised him, hey, fool you are, he told. You are a fool. Why are you asking me to do such a horrible act? And Ravana, there is no need for you. You have such a beautiful wife, Mandodari. And you have so many wives. Why do you want somebody else's wife? It's adharma. You are a Shiva Bhakta. Right? Everything right with you. Why are you doing lust? Yes. So ultimately, Prabhu, whatever good qualities you have, how much ever people may praise you, but if you don't follow the order of God, if you don't follow the instructions of God, then all the good qualities are in vain. For example, say somebody is very qualified, he's working in a big company, he's very nice with his colleagues, right? He never shouts on anyone. He's very gentle in his dealings. But he says that, I'll not take care of my parents. What is the point? What kind of progeny is that child? Even though you are good with everyone, you have no inclination to serve your parents. Inclination also. Right? And I will listen to everybody except my father. What is that? What is the point? Right? So in the same way, Karna has good qualities. It is not possible that somebody is completely bad also. But how much bad is matter? It matters. See, if somebody has 10 qualities, 4 good, 6 bad. So he's mostly bad, sometimes good. Right? So it is right. Karna is good in many ways. Yeah.
That relationship of which Lord Krishna asked Karna to, in that conversation, Karna accepts his scholarship. He says that I repent for it. He tells him that he suggested being public. He tells him that he will not please Duryodhana. And he accepts it.
That's a lie actually. He never wanted to please Duryodhana. It's a lie. He was using Duryodhana for his purpose. He came to, it's a big discussion, bro. Mahabharata, the whole distortion that happened, TV series, the way they showed. He came to fight with Pandavas. Duryodhana saw advantage in giving him Angaraj. He gave him Angadesh. There is no single line in entire Mahabharata where it says Karna went to Angadesh to take care of Angadesh. Never. And by the way, Karna was given Angadesh on whose authority? Angadesh did not belong to Duryodhana to give. There, Bhishma was standing there. Ye kisse puch ke diya Angadesh? He is not even the king to give. They said, okay, let's settle the matters later. This fellow wanted to have a Kshatriya helmet so that he can fight with Pandavas. He was so envious of Arjuna. Why? From past life. He tried to kill Arjuna in past life also. He could not. He was killed by Naranarayan Rishis. He was left with one kavach, and with that kavach he took birth. This all whole history is there. So, yeah, he might have some good qualities here and there, but ultimately he didn't listen to that advice. Krishna told, hey, there is no reason for you to fight. Now also you can come. Now also it's not too late. I will tell Pandavas to forgive all the things that you did. You called their wife a Bandhini. Bandhini means a prostitute of highest cadre. Not just a highest cadre prostitute. A prostitute which goes into others' families and destroys their family relationship and makes them, broken family and takes that male. That is called a bandhani. And he used such kind of harsh words. And even though he regretted, but what is the point? He was using Duryodhana. Like sometime back I told, right? Kavajan Kundal. He should have asked permission from Duryodhana before he gave. Because he told, I am yours, my body is yours, the Kavach is also yours. He never asked permission. He was opportunity. I want a weapon to kill Arjuna, whatever it takes. Duryodhana was not happy when he got to know. Hey, why did you give Kavajan Kundal? No, I got this weapon. Duryodhana, what are you saying? You are a great warrior. You should have had Kavajan Kundal. I had Bhishma who had a choice of dying whenever he wants, and I had you who cannot be killed by anyone. And both are gone now. Isn't it? So, yeah, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things in Mahabharata, Prabhuji, which is distorted and not shown properly. I'm not saying it was intentionally done like that, but they never took proper guidance from the right source.
Also, they there's one very famous Buddha mystery,
Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, yeah.
he also on YouTube has very he also says the same thing that I was saying. He had a good quality, but ultimately he had a lot of
Envy. It envy and, there are three gates that lead you to hell. Envy, anger, lust, and greed. All the three things this fellow had, unfortunately. Prabhu, this history is to teach us a lesson. Our children, if you take the seminar in office, that will tell you. Even in office it will help. Even in any school also it will help the students. That don't be another Karna. Don't try to be a Karna. Try to be Arjuna. Try to be Arjuna. Arjuna accepted all the reversals in his life. He never went and shouted at Krishna, say, hey, Krishna, you are there. Still we lost our kingdom. Still my wife got... No. He said, Krishna, you are there. That's enough. Whatever is happening, I deserve as per my karma. But you are there to help us. That is what society needs today. We can discuss more. Thanks. Nice questions you are asking. Yeah. If you want to hear more about Karna, I think 3-4 weeks back, I discussed on length on this whole Karna episode. Right? As part of one shloka, I went into many more things about Karna, not just this. Many more things about Ekalavya also. Ekalavya is another big character, glorified. But there are so many things about Ekalavya that people don't know. They only know he gave a thumb. But there are many reasons why the thumb was taken, why it happened, why it was important to take the thumb also. Right? So, this is Hare Krishna. Which shloka we finished? 27 we finished? 26 we finished, yeah. Ragi karma phala prepshu luddho himsatmako ashuchi vidit harsha shokanvita karta rajasha parikirtita. The worker who is attached to work and the fruits of work, desiring to enjoy those fruits, and who is greedy, always envious, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be in the mode of passion. We did this book, yeah. So again, one thing before, because we discussed so much on Karna, scriptures are not to find faults in others. Scriptures are to learn from it, so we don't repeat the mistakes that happened in the past. That is the purpose of scriptures. The goal here is not, okay, aaj Karna ko band baja diya, aaj maza aa gaya. That's not the point. I should not become another Karna. That is the point. Or rather you understand, oh, I am already a Karna. I think I have Karna feelings inside me. Right? When in Vedic education in Gurukul, somebody found out actually, a Britisher who came and Macaulay. Now Macaulay is only one of the characters. But when British wanted to conquer India, they came and did a research on how the education is happening in the Gurukuls. What exactly are they teaching? Dharampal, there is a great personality called Dharampal. He wrote books. He went to British libraries and he found out, right of information, he could find out the letters written by the people in India to British Emperor that we are trying our best to conquer India. Wait, we are trying our best. We are trying our best. So there is a series of books written by Dharampalji known as The Beautiful Tree. You can buy that series, 5 books. Those 5 books show all the letters that were written by people who were sent to India to conquer India, what they were writing it back saying, what are the difficulties they were facing. In one of such conversations, they write that the education system of India is very strong. The Vedic Gurukul system is very strong. One, they are teaching in local language. Second, their subjects are very strong. Can you tell me what were the most important subjects in a Gurukul? Geography, chemistry, biology, Sanskrit, maths. They were there, all these subjects, they were there. All these subjects were there. But the most important subject in a Gurukul was history. Most important subject. And today the most useless subject in school is history. The teacher himself is saying, "Padh ke pass ho jaye yaar, yaad rakh." That is the situation it is reduced to. History teaches you the lessons that you will not repeat the same mistakes. It is that important, history. That's why in every Gurukul, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad, Bhagavad Gita was taught. In detail it was taught. Why? So you don't repeat that mistake. All value lessons, all kinds of lessons come out of this. And all characters. You also need to learn about Karna. You also need to learn about Bhishma. You also need to learn about Arjuna. It's not like I will only teach about good people in the history. I will also teach about bad people. Because you should not become that bad person. Right? And what did British decide? Okay, this is where we need to attack. This is where the problem is. Remove history or replace history with useless characters. Aurangzeb, Akbar the Great. Usko great bhi likh diya. Akbar the Great. Tipu Sultan. Right? Just replace history. And what is the result of replacing history? We can see now. We have no respect for our own culture. It's gone. All these people who were there, they were murderers. They were, people who came and killed people in thousands. Innocent people they killed. And now they're glorified as the great. The great. They were TV serials also. Just by replacing the right history. That's what they're doing now. Because we have the right government at the center. Now they're doing that one. The effect of this will not be seen now. You might think, Prabhuji, we still have to do more. No, they are already doing the needed. They're replacing the history with the right people. And what that will do? After 20 years, you will have a full, powerful youth and next generation which has the right values and the right culture. You understand? So the whole India cannot be changed, whole Bharat cannot be changed overnight. It can't, even if you want to. It will take 3-4 decades to change. The damage that is done, it will take decades to change. Until then, you should make sure you have the right leader. That's all you have to do. And then everything will change. Everything will change. Everybody will start understanding, oh, this is bad, this is good. Viveka Buddhi will come. Viveka Buddhi. Viveka Buddhi means Viveka means what? The power to differentiate what is good, what is bad. That will come. Today, anything you do is good. I feel good, so it is good. No. Viveka Buddhi should come. 28. Ayukta Prakta Shabdha. Ayukta Prakrita Stabdha. Stato Naish Kritiko Alasha. Shato Naish Kritiko Alasha. Vishadi Dirgha Sutricha. Vishadi Dirgha Sutricha. Kartatam Shauchate. The worker who is always engaged in work against the injunctions of the scripture, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating, and expert in insulting others, and who is lazy, always morose, and procrastinating, is said to be a worker in the mode of ignorance. Right? So he talked about the worker in mode of goodness, he talked about the worker in mode of passion. Now Lord Krishna is saying, who is the person in mode of ignorance? Simple. He is too materialistic, he does anything and everything, he doesn't care about scriptures. शास्त्र का ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए, मैं शास्त्र को पढ़ूंगा नहीं, मैं समझूंगा भी नहीं. I don't care about Shastra. I don't care about law of God. If there is a God, you be God. You stay there. I will do what I want to do here. Right? They have no connection with God in their life. They will do Ganesh Chaturthi also. They will do Deepavali also. They will do Dasara also. But God, you remain there. Don't tell me what to do. I will do what I want to do. That is called worship in the mode of ignorance. I'm telling you the facts. That's all it is. I like to enjoy this festival in this way. I will enjoy the festival in that way. What is in scripture? I don't care what is. If you ask too much, my father also did that. Right? My father also was an idiot. I am also an idiot. Continuing the idiot. That's all it is. How do you change the future? You can stop being like a bad, foolish person. You can start doing the right thing. Teach your children the right thing. Next generation will change. Automatically. So a person in mode of ignorance is too materialistic, obstinate, cheating. He likes to cheat. Expert in insulting others. Oh, he derives so much enjoyment by insulting others. Right? Vyangyenga maatladtam. Right? So those are things they are expert. Who is lazy? Lazy for what? To do the right things. They'll never get up early in the morning. Getting up early in the morning is a problem. Big problem. Lazy to do the right things. Morose and procrastinating, always postponing, never taking action on time. Right? I do Prabhuji. Karenge jab time milega. Arey, now is the right time, Prabhu. Karenge. Chanting kya karenge Prabhuji? Shaam mein karenge. Arey, do chanting in the morning. That is the right time to do. You also chant in the evening, no problem. Do more number of rounds, no problem. But do. Prabhuji. So procrastinating and laziness can also come into devotion, but we have to be very watchful. We have to change that. He is said to be a worker in the mode of ignorance. Buddher Vedam Driteshchaiva Gunatas Vidham Shrinu Prochyamanam Asasena Prathakvena Dhananjaya. O winner of wealth, now please listen as I tell you in detail of the different kinds of understanding and determination according to the three modes of material nature. When understanding is saying, people understand also in three different modes. And people, the determination, I am a determined person. The determination also can be in three modes. Such an important discussion Krishna is telling. We all don't know this, right? We think everything is right. No. He is a determined person for what? What kind of determination is that? Right? That really matters. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bahabhaye karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha yavetti buddhi sa partha satviki. O son of Pritha, that understanding by which one knows what ought to be done and what ought not to be done, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating, is in the mode of goodness. So what kind of understanding do you have? I understand everything. People say, I understand everything. But that understanding, what is it leading to? Do you know what has to be done? What should not be done? Do you know what should never be done? Right? And what should be fearful of? What should you should be fearful of? What you should not be fearful of? That understanding is perfect understanding. Then that means that understanding is also in the mode of sattva, in the mode of goodness. Are you understanding? What is right and what is wrong? What is fearful and what is not fearful? Then that understanding also is the right understanding. To understanding what is right understanding is real understanding. Are you understanding? Somebody, there is an old joke in my college days. They used to say, एक लड़की नीचे खड़ी है. Can you tell this whole thing in one word? Misunderstanding. Right? Misunderstanding. One girl is standing somewhere below. Understanding. Now, did you understand that misunderstanding? So language can be, tweaked in different ways. Right? Different things. But important thing is the consciousness of understanding. When you understood something, you should know what is good, what is bad. Did you understand Bhagavad Gita? How will you know? Did you understand Bhagavad Gita? How will you know? By your actions, by your choices. I'll know. And after hearing the entire Bhagavad Gita, the choices have changed. Has Prashad come? It's come. Okay, so I should stop. Yeah. You can give a little Prashad to her before she goes. I'm just closing at the logical point. Yeah. Just 5 more minutes is okay? What is the time? 10:30. Hare Krishna. Then the logic has already come. I will stop it here. We'll go into understanding, the remaining understanding with right understanding. Understanding that Prashad has come. Hare Krishna. Anybody, any questions? 18th chapter is a conclusion. So Krishna is taking Arjuna to a perfect conclusion. By repeating everything, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, right? Assimilating everything and concluding it the right way, saying, now be confident that you are doing the right thing because you are in the right understanding, in the right consciousness, right performer of the action, and the right action you are going to perform. So he's concluding in all, removing all doubts in front of Arjuna. Thank you.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Sorry.
प्रभुपाद की लीलानंद प्रभु जी की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Lilananda Prabhu ki down down. Hare Krishna. So Prabhuji, last week I had announced about Bhagavatam sets. Once again I'm announcing. Please everybody take a Bhagavatam set. It costs a little, but it's worth. If you have it in the house, one day you'll read. All these leelas you'll read. All these misunderstandings will be removed. There is a Google form I have sent in the group. Please fill that and you can buy a gift for yourself this year. This year you can buy a gift for yourself. It costs like Hindi mein I think I don't know 7,000, 8,000 kuch hai. English is like 9,000 something. Telugu is like 6,000 something. You can buy it and you can also gift it to a Brahmana. Gift it to a temple. What you will give, it will remain in a temple also. In your name, it will remain there. So please, I humbly request, come forward. When you participate in activities like this, then this is the fall of satsang is right. Hare Krishna. Right time the battery is also getting over. Hare Bol. Mahaprasade Govinde. Nama Brahmane Vaishnave. Svalpa Punya Vratan Rajan. Vishwaso Nevajayate. Sharira Vidyaja. Jidendriya Trahika. Jive Pele Vishesagare. Tara Madhya Jivayati. Lobamaya Sumati. Take Jeta Kadina Samsare. Krishna Baradayamai. Puri Vari Jivajai. Soha Prasada Nadilo Bhai. Shreyan Namrata Pao. Shri Radha Krishna Gun Gao. Premeda Ko Chaitanya Nitai. Jai Nimai Jai Nitai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya Gaur Nitai Srila Prabhupada Prashadam ki all assembled devotees ki Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter from 28th sloka to 29th sloka ki Gaur Premanand.